as a woman, I don't want to seem too forward. Are there subtle things I can do to show interest, but let him be the one to make the first move? I hear this a lot too, where, you know, men, there is like you said, there's a conquest. There is a bit of like, men don't necessarily need to be chased. And I don't think that women should be the one chasing. I do think they're the beginning, I do think the man should show interest. And if you want the dynamic to be that, you're going to get courted, unless you're the woman that wants to do the courting for the man. I think the dynamic, it should be the man showing that initial spark interest and to do the, asking them out and kind of starting the process. I know it's a little bit old school, but what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I was going to ask you, so where do you think that idea comes from?
I do think it's biological, where men are more the hunters. I mean, also, if you think of, if like Kabbalah concepts or, the yin and yang. As women, we're supposed to be the receivers, we're the vessel. As men, they're supposed to be the givers. And so if you think of it that way, the masculine and feminine energy, depends what kind of dynamic you want in the relationship. I think there's plenty of women that love to be in the masculine. But that being said, we're not all 100% one thing or the other. We go back and forth into the roles. But if you're predominantly leading with your masculine energy, especially when it comes to dating, then the men that you're going to be attracting are comfortable being more in their feminine. So I think it could work either way, but most women say they want to lead in the feminine and want the man to be in the masculine. And so that's why they kind of, want to be more of that receiver. But it's tough. It's tough, especially in New York where I live, where women are, they have their MBAs, they're making good money. It's tough for them to kind of take that step back. And so I think that's why they're saying, like at an event, how to stay in the feminine to attract more of that masculine.
And, I'd love to, get to know you better. Like that is not hitting on somebody. That's just sort of dropping a little truism. I find you interesting. Could even just be those words. I find you interesting, and let it see where that goes. Because the other person might be like, I've already got enough love in my life. Thank you very much. Or the other person might be, oh, it had never occurred to me to approach you, but now that you are sharing some openness to meeting, like, yeah, let's step over there and have a chat. Or would you like to dance? Or that there's, again, it's back to that whole idea of like a cup of tea, just making an offer without any attachment to something's going to happen or it's going to go too far, that I'm in control and I'm just saying, I liked your look, or we could just keep going. But I hope that helps in terms of giving somebody some clarity about a different way to do it. Because otherwise, like you said, I don't think most people walk around thinking victim, but I think there is a very common approach to like life is happening and I'm just watching it. But as we embrace the idea of we're co-creating our life all the time, and it's either with the universe or it's with another individual, it's with my family members. What do I want to experience? And so, that trying to come back around to not being too forward, not seeming, I think there's this idea of like, if I let somebody know I'm interested, then I'm somehow desperate. That's not true. It's just, I have love in my heart and I'm interested in sharing it. Maybe you're a good person to share it with, maybe not. We'll only know by trying.